Hey, America! Ever cracked open a cherry Coca-Cola and wondered how they pack that cherry cola punch into every bottle? We're talking millions of cans and bottles rolling out of factories daily, blending carbonation, that signature cherry twist, and Coca-Cola's classic bite with precision that's next level. Want the full rundown? We're peeling back the curtain on cherry Coca-Cola's production process, showing you the high-speed, high-tech systems that make this soda a nationwide legend. Stick with us. This is going to get wild. It starts with water, the foundation of every cherry Coca-Cola. Not just any water, though. This has to be pure enough to carry that iconic taste. Where do they get it? Factories pull from local springs or municipal supplies, depending on the plant. Some tap deep wells, others haul it in from reservoirs miles away. Before it even hits the production floor, it's tested. Probes checking for minerals, pollutants, anything that could throw off the flavor. Imagine a single impurity sneaking in and turning your cherry cola into a science flop. That's not happening here. Tankers unload into massive holding vats, and that's where the transformation kicks off. Curious how they clean it up? Let's dive in. Now the star, cherry flavor. That fruity pop, natural or synthetic. How do they whip it up? Natural cherry extracts come from ripe cherries, cold-pressed into a juice that smells like a Midwest orchard in July. Machines crush the fruit, filtering out pits and pulp to leave pure essence, tart, sweet, and bold. Synthetic flavors? That's lab genius. Chemists blend compounds like benzaldehyde, tweaking it to match that cherry zing. Both get stored in sealed tanks, keeping it fresh, because stale flavor's a deal breaker. Ever wonder how they pick? It's supply chains and regs, but the taste test is king. Adding the cherry isn't a splash-and-go move. How do they get it just right? Technicians dose it out like it's liquid gold. Tiny batches first, tasted and tweaked. They're chasing that balance where cherry lifts the cola without stealing the show. Too much, and it's juice. Too little, and it's lost. Machines stir it into the sweetened mix. Vats humming, sensors checking flavor strength. Workers sip samples, running mini-tests to dial it in. It's half science, half art. And when it clicks, the mix is primed for the next step. Here's a curveball, the cola base. Cherry's the star, but that classic Coca-Cola bite, where does it come from? This is the secret sauce, natural flavors and caffeine blended into a concentrate. No recipe here. Coca-Cola's not spilling that vault, but it's mixed in steel tanks with agitators churning. Automated systems control the dose, say a splash per gallon, while sensors watch density and taste markers. If it's off, like a caffeine dip or flavor fade, they adjust fast. This base joins the cherry sweet mix, turning it into something familiar yet fresh. How do they keep it tight? Before fizz, it's all syrup, a thick, concentrated brew. Why not jump to bubbles? The mix hits cooking tanks, big steel pots where it's boiled down. Batching systems set the ratio, maybe 1 part syrup to 5 parts water later. Sensors measure thickness, flavor depth, even sugar content, flagging any drift. Workers test it, sipping and scanning to lock it down. This syrup's the core, pumped through pipes to the filling line, sealed off from air. Contamination? Not on this watch. Now the bubbles. Cherry Coca-Cola's got a fizz, right? How do they make it snap? The syrup hits carbonation tanks, tall steel towers blasting CO2 under pressure. It's not a free-for-all. The fizz level's exact. Too much, and it's a geyser. Too little, and it's dead. Sensors track pressure, temp, and CO2 flow, adjusting valves if it shifts. Warm syrup sheds bubbles. Cold won't take them. A glitch, like a syrup clog or CO2 spike, gets nabbed quick, with workers and machines syncing to fix it. Every bottle gets that crisp pop you love. The big show? Filling. The line's insane. How do they pack millions without a hiccup? Conveyors haul bottles and cans under nozzles, pouring cherry Coca-Cola, exact doses every time. Nozzles match the speed, dumping clean and fast. Random pulls hit pressure tests, checking fizz and seals. Weak bubbles or leaks. They tweak CO2, fix heads, adjust temps. Live, no pause. It's a high-wire act, and it's why every can's perfect. Seals got a hold. How do they check? Capped containers hit rigs, machines press, testing strength. Some get water dumped. Bubbles mean trouble. Others face vacuum pulls, sucking air to spot flaws. A bad batch, like a cap popping, triggers a hunt. Swap parts, tighten specs. It's fast, fierce, and keeps the fizz locked in. Last stand. Quality control. How do they know it's gold? Samples get yanked, tasted for cherry cola balance, scanned for fizz and clarity. Machines and workers match it to Coca-Cola's playbook. If it's off, flat, faint, anything, they halt it, tweak the mix, retest till it sings. This is why every sip's the same, coast to coast. Wrapping it up, how do they finish? Containers zip to robots, stacking cases, slapping barcodes. Conveyors feed wrappers, sealing tight. It's the end. Water to cherry Coca-Cola, raw to ready, all in a precision storm. Millions hit the shelves daily, and this is the how. Obsessed with how cherry Coca-Cola gets made? Subscribe to ProcessVibes. We're cracking open production secrets for you. Hit the bell, toss your next idea in the comments, and let's keep it rolling. What's your pick? The journey starts at the farm. Our adventure kicks off in a place you might not expect, the chicken farm. But these aren't your average hens. These free-range divas are pampered like superstars. They're fed a VIP diet, packed with calcium, fresh grass, and some say they even get soothing music to lay better eggs. The result? Super sturdy, thick-shelled eggs ready to steal the show at Easter. Egg collecting, a risky business. Once these hens finish their mission, the farmers step in. But it's no walk in the park. They gather the eggs as gently as if handling precious porcelain, because these free-range chickens are fierce about their creations. Try sneaking one out and you might get pecked. I've heard of a guy who got chased around the coop just for touching a nest. It's this extra care that sets the stage for the eggs you'll see on your Easter table. Candling, the egg X-ray. Next up is a high-tech check you've probably never heard of. Candling. Weird name, right? But it's seriously cool. They shine a powerful light, like a superhero's X-ray beam, through the shell to peek inside. You can spot tiny cracks, odd smudges, or uneven yolks. Only the champion eggs, perfect inside and out, move forward. The rest? They might end up as someone's breakfast scramble. Spa day for eggs. After the scan, it's time for a special spa treatment. No, nobody's scrubbing each egg by hand. This is a high-tech setup with machines spraying water, spinning eggs, and cleaning every inch of the shell. Why so thorough? First, no one wants a dusty egg for decorating. Second, and more crucial, it wipes out bacteria. Safety first, especially when kids will be handling them all Easter long. Post-spa, they're gleaming and ready for the next big step. The boiling magic begins. Now things get hot, literally. The eggs are plunged into giant boiling pots like something out of a wizard's lair, but way more high-tech. Everything's precise. The temperature's measured to the degree, the timing to the second. Overdo it by a minute, and the yolks turn that gross gray-green shade we all hate. When they're done, a blast of cold water freezes the cooking, locking in that sunny golden yolk. These shells are now primed to shine. Coloring. The art show unleashed. Get ready to be amazed. Here comes the coloring. Eggs are loaded onto spinning trays, and super-fast nozzles blast them with vibrant hues. Ruby red, emerald green, lemon yellow, all food-safe, non-toxic dyes. It's like watching a graffiti artist go wild in seconds. Then they zip through a hot air tunnel to dry fast, leaving a glossy finish so stunning you'll want to hold them forever. I once saw a machine dye 10,000 eggs in an hour. mind-blowingly fast. The ancient roots of egg decorating. But hold up, did you know this egg decorating tradition goes back thousands of years? Long ago, eggs symbolized new life and the hope of spring. Ancient folks used herbs, beet juice, even real gold to jazz them up. Today, tech has taken over, but that core meaning still shines through. Each egg tells a tiny tale of renewal. Pretty awesome for something so small, huh? Golden eggs, real-life treasures. And here's a jaw-dropper. Ever heard of Easter eggs coated in gold? Not the fairy tale kind, these are legit. Some places layer thin metallic gold on the shells, turning them into table showstoppers or jackpot finds in egg hunts. Inside, you might score candy, tiny toys, or even a rolled-up dollar bill. Talk about striking it rich. I heard about a kid in Ohio who found a golden egg with $50 inside. His family cheered like they'd won the lottery. So there you have it. From proud hens strutting in the fields, through human hands and cutting-edge machines, to the dazzling eggs that light up Easter. This isn't just a production line, it's a journey packed with heart, tech, and a sprinkle of magic. Thanks for tagging along on this egg-tastic ride. If you haven't subscribed yet, smash that button now to catch more wonders hiding all around us. Preparing the soil for chili peppers. The process of growing chili peppers begins with soil preparation, a critical step to ensure healthy plant growth. The soil needs to be loose, nutrient-rich, and well-draining, as chili peppers don't tolerate waterlogged roots. Farmers typically mix in organic compost, like well-rotted manure, or chemical fertilizers containing nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to enrich the soil. Nitrogen promotes leaf growth, phosphorus strengthens roots, and potassium aids in flowering and fruit production. They use tractors or hoes to till the soil, breaking up clumps and creating a fine, even layer about 8 to 12 inches deep. Afterward, the soil's pH is tested. Chili peppers thrive in a pH range of 6.0 to 6.8, and lime is added if necessary to adjust the acidity. Planting chili pepper seeds in a greenhouse. Chili pepper seeds aren't planted directly in the field. They start their journey in a greenhouse for better control over growing conditions. Farmers use plastic trays or small pots filled with a lightweight soil mix, typically a blend of soil, sawdust, or coconut coir, to retain moisture and provide space for root development. Each tray can hold 50 to 100 seeds depending on its size. The greenhouse is kept at a steady temperature of 77 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity levels between 70 to 80%, and light is provided by sunlight or specialized LED grow lights if natural light is insufficient. After 5 to 10 days, the seeds germinate, sprouting small green shoots with their first 2 cotyledon leaves. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, these seedlings are carefully tended, watered with a fine mist to avoid damaging their delicate roots and fed with a diluted nitrogen-rich fertilizer or soluble organic nutrients to encourage strong root and leaf growth. When the seedlings reach about 3 to 4 inches tall with 4 to 6 true leaves, they're robust enough to be transplanted to the field. Transplanting seedlings to the field. Before transplanting, the seedlings need to acclimate to outdoor conditions to prevent shock from heat or wind. Farmers take the trays outside, starting with 1 to 2 hours of exposure each day and gradually increasing the time over 7 to 10 days. This hardening off process helps the plants adjust to direct sunlight, wind, and temperature fluctuations. Once ready, it's time to transplant. In small farms, farmers dig holes about 2 to 3 inches deep by hand or with a small trowel, placing each seedling into the soil and covering the roots, spacing them 12 to 20 inches apart to allow room for growth and sunlight exposure. In larger farms, mechanical planters are used, capable of transplanting hundreds of seedlings per hour with precision, ensuring the roots remain intact. After transplanting, the seedlings are thoroughly watered to help the roots settle into the soil. For taller varieties or in windy areas, farmers insert stakes, typically bamboo or plastic, about 20 inches tall, and tie the plants with soft string to prevent them from toppling over. Caring for chili pepper plants in the field. Caring for chili peppers requires consistent attention and technical know-how. Watering is done through drip irrigation systems or handheld sprinklers, maintaining soil moisture at around 60 to 70% of its maximum capacity, but avoiding overwatering to prevent root rot. The amount of water is adjusted based on the weather. In dry seasons, fields are watered 1 to 2 times daily, using about 5 to 8 gallons per 100 square yards. In rainy seasons, watering is reduced or stopped if the soil is sufficiently moist. Every 2 to 3 weeks, farmers apply fertilizer to provide essential nutrients. Early on, they use nitrogen-heavy fertilizers like urea or NPK 2010 to boost leaf and stem growth. Once the plants start flowering, they switch to fertilizers higher in potassium and phosphorus, such as NPK 15-15-30, to support flower and fruit development. Fertilizer is either spread around the base of the plants about 4 inches from the stem or dissolved in water for direct application. Pests and diseases pose significant challenges. Pests like aphids, spider mites, fruit borers, and whiteflies often attack the leaves and fruit, reducing yields. Farmers use neem oil, biological pesticides, or insecticidal soap to manage them, spraying every 7 to 10 days if infestations are severe. They also release beneficial insects like ladybugs or lacewings to eat aphids and control pests naturally. Fungal diseases such as powdery mildew, root rot, or leaf spot can occur in humid conditions. To prevent these, farmers keep the rows clear of weeds and fallen leaves, ensuring good airflow, and apply fungicides like Ridamil or Diconal when necessary. After 60 to 90 days of care, depending on the chili variety and weather conditions, the plants begin to flower and produce fruit, with green peppers gradually ripening into their final colors. Harvesting chili peppers. Harvest time arrives about 2 to 3 months after transplanting, when the chili peppers ripen and turn red, yellow, orange, or purple depending on the variety. In small farms, workers harvest by hand, using scissors or their fingers to snap off ripe peppers, selecting those with uniform color and size while leaving green ones to ripen for later picks. This process can span several weeks, with harvests occurring every 7 to 10 days based on the plant's productivity. In larger farms, mechanical harvesters are used, equipped with robotic arms that gently pick the peppers and transfer them to conveyor belts, preserving the plants for additional harvests. After picking, the peppers are carefully sorted. Unripe, pest-damaged, or cracked peppers are discarded, and only high-quality ones, plump, evenly colored, and blemish-free, are kept for hot sauce production. If you found this process of growing and harvesting chili peppers interesting, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated with our next videos. Now, let's move on to an equally important part: how these peppers are turned into hot sauce at the factory. Washing and sorting peppers at the factory. When the chili peppers arrive at the factory, they're processed immediately to maintain freshness. First, they're washed under high-pressure water in large tanks to remove dirt, insects, and debris from the fields. Next, they undergo a final sorting. In smaller factories, workers inspect the peppers by hand, discarding any that don't meet standards for size, color, or quality. In larger facilities, automated sorting machines with optical sensors are used, capable of processing thousands of peppers per hour based on color, size, and ripeness. Only the best peppers move on to the next step: grinding peppers and mixing ingredients. The peppers are fed into industrial grinders, large machines with stainless steel blades, to be ground into a fine paste known as chili mash. During this step, other ingredients are added to create the distinctive flavor of hot sauce. Fresh garlic is minced or pureed and added at a ratio of about 5 to 10% of the total weight, depending on the recipe. Food-grade vinegar, typically rice or white vinegar, is mixed in at 20 to 30% to add tanginess and aid preservation. Sugar, often white sugar or corn syrup, makes up 10 to 15% to balance the heat and enhance texture. Salt, at about 2 to 5%, is included to boost flavor and inhibit bacterial growth. All ingredients are blended thoroughly in the grinder to form a uniform mixture. Cooking the hot sauce mixture. The chili mixture is then transferred to large stainless steel cooking vats. ranging from hundreds to thousands of gallons in capacity. It's heated to 158 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the recipe. This temperature blends the ingredients, kills bacteria, and extends shelf life without destroying the pepper's natural flavor. The mixture is stirred continuously with mechanical paddles to prevent burning at the bottom. Once cooked, it's cooled naturally or with a cooling system to prepare for filtering. Bottling the hot sauce. Once cooled, the hot sauce is moved to an automated bottling line. It's filled into sterilized glass or plastic bottles, sanitized with steam or food-safe chemicals. Bottling machines capable of handling 50 to 200 bottles per minute fill the sauce to a set level and seal it with plastic or metal caps, either screw-on or pop-top, depending on the design. That's the entire process of growing chili peppers and producing hot sauce, a journey requiring months of coordination between farmers and factories. Chili peppers originated in the Americas, cultivated by indigenous peoples thousands of years ago. In the 15th century, Christopher Columbus brought them to Europe, and they spread worldwide via trade routes. Today, they're grown in countries like India, China, Mexico, Thailand, and Vietnam, with hundreds of varieties ranging from mild bell peppers to the fiery Carolina Reaper. In cuisine, chili peppers are everywhere. Salsa in Mexico, curry in India, stir-fries in Thailand, and pho or dipping sauces in Vietnam. Hot sauce is a popular way to preserve and use peppers, adding a convenient kick to countless dishes. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this deep dive into growing chili peppers and making hot sauce helpful, please give us a thumbs up to support the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our next videos. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. What do you use hot sauce with? Have you ever tried growing chili peppers or making your own hot sauce at home? Share your thoughts with us. See you in the next video.